beautiful people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Lilian Odhiambo. Thank you so much guys for tuning in. And guys, I must really tell you this. I am so excited, I am so honored, I feel loved with you people. For those who subscribed, thank you so much. I don't take it for granted. And for the people who are coming back for the people who are coming for the first time, kindly subscribe, comment, like, and share. Let us communicate and engage each other. So yeah, guys, this is a new month. I feel like it's been a while. Yes, I've been busy here and there, trying to make things work, doing applications here and there. A girl has to do some things for herself. A girl has to get a job. Yes, so that's actually what I've been doing for the past weeks, and I must say that God has been there for me. I've seen Him work wonders for myself, so I'm really grateful for everything. So today, guys, I'm here just to talk to you about a very interesting topic, which is how I came to Canada. So if you feel that this is the right video for you, if you feel that you'll get educated and inspired by this video, kindly sit and watch till the end. So guys, without further ado, let's go straight into the video. So guys, a lot of people have been asking me this question, like, how did you go to Canada? Which path did you use to come to Canada? What did you do? What are the things that were required? So guys, I'm here to give you the full story of everything that happened, of everything that I used, the path that I used. Of course, we know that when coming to Canada, there are different paths. For example, there is coming through a permanent residency, there is coming through using an student visa, yes, applying for your studies in Canada, and there is also application for an open work permit. This is whereby your sponsor invites you over to Canada. So yes, I came using an open work permit, and I want to talk to you guys about that. I want to give you an insight of what happens and what is required. So guys, let us start with the requirements. Yes, let us begin with what is required to actually apply for an open work permit. So the number one thing that I feel like it's very important, yes, it is very important, it's the international passport. This is a very important thing. This is something that is required. You cannot apply for any visa, be it travel, be it you're going out for business, be it you're going out for studies, anything. You cannot apply that without an international passport. So yeah, that's a very important thing, and I'd really advise people to get it, even if you don't have plans to travel now. Maybe you'll want to travel in 2 years' time. Maybe you want to travel in 6 months' time. You never know what plan God has for you, and you never know at what time the opportunity will present itself. So kindly go and apply for your passports. I believe that the list amount is 4,500 Kenyan shillings. So yeah, you can use that to apply for your own passport, or you can even use 6,000. There are different prices depending on the pages that you want your passport to have. Yeah, so as for me, yes, I used 4,500 to book for my passport, to apply for my passport, and I got it before even thinking of applying for my visa. Yes, so that's the number one important thing. The second important thing is the letter. You have to have a letter from the person who is sponsoring you. And guys, when I talk about the person who is sponsoring you, is the person who is related to you in one way or another. It could either be your mother, your father, your husband, your sister. Yes, as long as you have that proof of relationship. Yeah, so you must have a letter, and that letter you must have a letter from the person who is going to host you, the sponsor, and you must also have your letter. So in the letter of the host, he's just supposed to say, I want this person to come. He's supposed to indicate your relationship. He's supposed to indicate how long are you going to stay in Canada, and he's supposed also to indicate when are you planning to go back to your country. Yes, you must indicate that, and I feel that it's very important thing that you that you say, you write that you're planning to go back to your country, even though nobody plans to go back. You want to make some money, you want to get more and more opportunities. You may plan to go back maybe in 10 years time, in 5 years time, but not immediately, of course. So when you're applying for this visa, it's good to indicate that yes, she's planning to go back after this and this month. This will be this goes hand in hand with the visa, your sponsor. So in my case, my husband went with a student visa. Yes, so he wrote that my visa is supposed to end by the time his was ending. So the date which was indicated in his study work permit, in his study visa. The date which was indicated in his study visa, to go back home, that was also indicated in mine. So he said that by this and this date, she will be able to go back home. Yes, that was the letter from his side, and the letter from my side indicated that yes, I am Lillian. This person is my husband, and I'm planning to go. I'm applying to go to Canada to work because I wanted to go to work. Yeah, so I wanted to go to work and support him while he's studying, give him company. I also said that I have a family back home. I have my mom and my siblings that I take care of, And I also indicated that I was only going to stay in Canada for the duration that he was also going to stay in Canada. And I was planning to go back to my family, to go back to where he was working, I had to tell them all that in the letter. So make sure that you write a letter. Don't forget these things. They're very important things. And don't forget the things that I've told you, that you have to just indicate what you're coming to do in Canada and when you're planning to leave. Yes. So the other thing that I also feel that it's very important, very, very important, is the proof of relationship. Yes, it's a very important thing because you have to tell them who is this person who is coming to, who is inviting you over, who is this person who is going to host you. Yes, so in the proof of relationship, you might need a birth certificate if it's your parent. You might need a marriage certificate if it's your spouse. So in my case, yes, I had a marriage certificate. We signed a marriage certificate in the AG. Yes, so I had it. So I used it in my application. Then I also had other proofs, which I feel that they are important. So the other proofs were our conversation, our chats. So we screenshotted our chats. Yes. From the moment you started dating, you have to show that you guys have been together for quite some time. Different things have been happening to your lives, and you've been communicating. All the good things. Yeah. So you can screenshot your messages. You can screenshot your WhatsApp text and also messenger text. It's very important. I used that and I felt that it really boosted my application. So the other thing to prove that I was in a relationship with my husband was the photos. Take as much photos as possible. So for us, we really took many photos. From the moment we started dating, we had 1 or 2 photos, and when we combined most of the photos that we had, they were a lot. And so we took the photos, created a folder, and we were just naming them. This and these photos were when we went for our traditional wedding. This and these photos was when we went for an outing. These are our marriage photos. These are our engagement photos. And so the person who is going to review your application can tell that these people have been together for quite some time. So they're also very important. So guys, I feel that when you're doing your application, you really want to boost it. You want to do your best. You want to give your all, So I'd rather you take all the things that proves that you guys are in a relationship and put them together. So they really help a lot, guys. They really help you in that they don't have to send you an email that we need this, go and bring this, when you've already submitted your application. So that's something to also check. So the other thing that I feel that it's very crucial is it's very crucial, and it's you must have it. You must really have it when doing your application, and it's bring a lot of conversations. You know, a lot of people do not know how much is required, guys. How much do I need to prove to these guys that I can stay in Canada? You know, so it is called the proof of funds. Yes, it is the proof of funds, and I believe that that's the thing that makes most of the people's application get denied. So guys, you have to like check in one or two things that you need, the amount that you need to be in your account. So it's very important, and I don't think you can do your application without proving that you guys have money. You know, they want to see that yes, he's inviting her over, but how will he support her? You know, she needs food, she needs accommodation, she needs to move around. So you must have that proof of funds. So proof of funds is mostly shown using your bank statements. Yes. So in my case, he brought his bank statement from Canada. Of course, he had a Canadian bank account. So he brought his statements from Canada, and also brought mine from Kenya. So I went, took my statement, and it was stamped. Then we also had a joint account. And guys, I feel that this is very important, that you just save some of your money in your account. It does not necessarily mean that it has to be a lot of money, of course. Yeah, but you can decide, you know, let's do this together. At least it shows that you guys are one. You know, you guys are united. You guys have the same dreams. You guys have the same goals, in that you decided to keep the money together, maybe to achieve something else. So yeah, we had a joint account where we decided that we are going to be saving this and this amount of money per month. Yeah, so we also took a statement of that bank account. It was stamped, and we presented it. Yeah, so you must have the required amount, and it's not little money, I must say. It's really a large sum of money. As that's how I think it is for me. You know, I feel that it's quite a lot for me. So it's good to research. It's good to do more research on how much money is required. Then you can even, after knowing how much money is required, you can tell even your family member to chip in for you. You know, just put some amount in your account, but let them not put that money in bulk. Yes. So, you know, this month they can put a little amount, then next month they can put until the day which you want to start your application, guys. And I feel that when looking for the requirements, you have to like give it time. You know, make sure that you have everything at hand before starting your application, so that moving around, you know, walking from one place to another, going to look for this and this during your application may be minimized. You know, we want to just start the application once and finish it once and for all. So yeah, make sure that you have the required money. You can go to their website and check the required money that they need, and yeah, show them in your application. So it's a very important thing. So the other thing that it's also required it's the money for application fee. We know that this thing is not free. Yes, it requires a lot of money. Yes. So in my case, I think I used 340 Canadian dollars, which is equivalent to, you know, it's equivalent to 34,000 or 33, you know, Kenyan shillings. Yeah, so you must have that. You must be prepared with that amount, because after filling in the things that you're supposed to fill, you know, after giving the information, they'll require you to pay. And what if you don't have the money? What will you present? Yeah, so you must have the application fee at hand. The other thing that I feel that you must also, you know, when doing your application, you must also be thinking about is the medical fee. And it's also not a little amount of money. It's quite a lot. It's I used 30,000 Kenyan shillings. Yes, approximately 300 Canadian dollars. Yeah. So that's what I used for my medical. So guys, if you want to do your application, it's good that you research, you do more research on what is required, and you can even look for money and be prepared, So guys, I feel that the things that I've listed are very important thing. I've said that you need an international passport, which I feel like everybody should have it by now. Then you also need your application letters. You must have the 2 letters from yourself and from the sponsor. Then you should have the proof of funds. You bring your bank statements and present it during application. You can, I forgot, you can also present, if you have a business, you can show them that you have this and this business. If you have land, you can also show them the title deed, so that they can know that this person has something, the person has assets, and so it will really boost your application. And just like I said, you must be prepared with the application fee, because you cannot do the application without the money. So guys, those are the requirements that you need. So after I did a lot of research, yes, I watched a lot of YouTube videos, especially videos from Joyce K, yes, who lives in Canada. So at least I got an insight of what was needed. I had to prepare myself. I had to really take time to know what was needed, what was required, and what was not a must. So after I did all that, then I was very free to apply. And guys, I feel like my application took the least amount of time, because people usually say that you can take even up to 6 months. And my application took 2 months and 2 weeks, and it was one of the softest things that I've ever done, sincerely speaking, in that I feel that I was just prepared for it. Yes. So let's go into the application process now. After you've gotten all the requirements, you are good to go with the application. So when the time reached for me to apply, I created an account. I signed into the, I checked into the IRCC website, then checked the requirements, of course. I read them and I understood them. So after that, I signed in using the G key. Yes, it's just there. So you create an account also, and the password, you answer 1 or 2 questions, just which will be used to show that it's you who is logging in. So after that, then I started the application. Yes, so I filled the forms. They have forms that are supposed to be filled online. So basically, the forms just requires you to give your biodata. So I did that. Then after that, I uploaded all the documents that they needed. And guys, I feel that you should really be attentive when doing those applications, because when you do even the little mistake, the small amount of mistake, it can really cost you your application. So even when you're writing your name, make sure that the letters are very much correct. Everything is put according to every document is uploaded according to where they're supposed to be. Don't confuse. For example, this space you're supposed to upload your birth certificate, and you end up uploading your marriage certificate. Now, in that case, you've really ruined your application. So be very attentive and very careful when doing your application. So after uploading all the things that they were required, of course, the next step was to pay. So I paid the amount that they required, and then after that, you wait for the way forward after submitting your application. So in my case, I applied like today, and the day after today, I got an email. So I remember very well that I applied on 24th September. Yes. And on 25th, I got my email. They sent me an email requesting me to go for my biometrics. Yes, and I was so happy. I felt like, wow, this thing is going very fast. But I believe that it's because, you know, I was very much attentive in my application. I checked everything. I make sure that everything was well put. I make sure that everything was where it was supposed to be, you know. And I knew, I believe that I did it perfectly well. So yeah, after I got my email the next day, I went, I booked, because they're the ones who suggest on the places that you're supposed to go. You cannot go just anywhere. So it's them who suggest to you that we want you to go for your biometrics in this and this place. Yeah, so mine was in Westlands. I've forgotten the name of the place. Was it? I don't know. I've forgotten, yes. So after that, they're the ones who are supposed to send, yeah? So you also wait. So after doing your biometrics, you wait for another email. So I waited for like a month. And then got another email, yeah, telling me to go for my medicals. I was excited because I had, you know, I was hearing people saying here and there that, oh, when you're called for your medicals, it means that your chances of your visa getting approved is very high. And that's what happened to me, yeah? So they requested me to go for my medicals at IOM. Yeah, that's where they suggested, you know. So I went, booked for an appointment. These are the places that you cannot just go as a walk-in. You have to book. So I booked my appointment, and they called me. So, and they also told me that the amount of money that I needed. Yes. So be prepared, you know. After doing the application, just be prepared. They can tell you anytime to go and do your medicals. What if you do not have the money? And you know that the time frame is usually a month. So if you like stay for more than 1 month before going for your medicals, then I don't know, it's just something else, because they usually give someone a time frame, you know. So they gave me this, I went for my medicals, and basically what they do is just draw your blood, check if you have chlamydia, gonorrhea, syphilis, and also do some chest x-ray to check if you have TB, and also get vaccinated for COVID if you didn't receive the vaccine. So you should be open-minded. If you think that you do not want to get vaccinated, my friend, this is the time to get that vaccine, because it will not be easy for you to move around without having the vaccine certificate. It's very important and it's very key. So guys, run and get your vaccines now if you want it to happen for you. So I remember they asked me, are you vaccinated? And I said yes. How many times? You know, and they're like, okay. So that's what happened. And guys, this does not include the the COVID test. It does not include. So you'll have to do the COVID test some other time when you want to travel, you know. 72 hours before traveling, that's the time frame. Not before. It should be taken within 72 hours of travel. Yeah. So after they did all those medical exams, they did my physical exam from my head to my toe, then I was good to go. So after that, they're the ones who are also supposed to send your medical findings to them. So yeah. So I waited for like 5 days, and then they texted me, you know, not text, they sent me an email, and I felt that it was one of the most memorable days of my life, because the excitement that I was filled with, I cannot explain. I was very excited. I was very happy that this thing is finally happening, because that was the day that I was told that my application was approved. Yes. Yeah, so, you know, and I remember that day very much. I do remember that day. So I was coming from work. It was, I did a night shift, and I was going home to rest, and I couldn't sleep. You know, when something good is going to happen to you, there are different reactions. So I couldn't sleep, and I was wondering, why am I not sleeping while I was at work, you know, doing all these things, walking up and down. I didn't even close my eyes. But when I'm getting into the house, I cannot sleep anymore. So it was really worrying me, you know. So I was just tossing in bed, watching videos, chatting, just waiting for, I was just waiting for the time that I would fall asleep, and I couldn't sleep. So I remember at 2 p.m. yes, at 2 p.m. I got an email, and I was like, what is it? So when I went and opened the email, that's when I was, I saw that my application was approved, and that they wanted me to take my passport, my passport for stamping. And they also recommended the place, so you must be very careful while reading your email. So yeah, that's how it was. And I took my passport, and after I think 5 days also, yeah, it was after 5 days my passport came with a Canadian stamp, and it was one of the most memorable days, I wouldn't lie. It was one of the most memorable days of my life. I was so happy. I called everyone. I called my mom, my siblings, and it was just a nice thing. I would really wish everybody could go through all this. I really wish everybody could go through all this. So guys, that's how I did my application. And there is something that a lot of people ask me, did you do your IELTS exam? And the answer is no, I did not do my IELTS exam. It was not a requirement. But every path that you use has their different, they have their different requirements. So some need your IELTS exam, some does not need. So in my case, it wasn't required. I thank God that I passed through that. Then the other one was, the other question was that if I did an interview, and guys, when doing your application for Canada, you do not do interviews. I did not do any interview. So I usually feel that your interview, you do your interview when you're doing your application. They just know everything in your application about you. So they don't really require you to go maybe do a Zoom interview, a virtual interview or any other type of interview. No. So I did not do my IELTS. I did not do any interview. Yes. So that was it, and I'm so excited to share this with you. And yeah, just like I said, it took the least amount of time. It took me 2 months, 2 weeks to finalize my application. And yes, I got my open work permit visa. It was a very nice thing to do. It was one of the best decisions of my life. I do not regret it. I'm very happy, and I don't know what God has put on for me. I don't know, though I feel that I am somewhere that I really wanted to be. I am doing what I really wanted to do. So guys, I know that I've talked too much, but I feel that this is a very important information that I was supposed to be putting across to you guys, to tell you everything that I did, to show you the way, to encourage you to apply, do your applications. If you feel that you have all these requirements, then why not? If you have a sponsor abroad, they can sponsor you. And when you reach Canada, you can sort yourself out. So it's just a matter of getting inside Canada. And when you're already in Canada, everything just works out. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for showing me your love. Let's see each other in the next video. Kindly like, subscribe, share, and comment down below in case you want to add anything, in case you want to give me a correction. You're very much welcome, and you're very much free to comment down. And guys, let's grow and be a very big family. Thank you, and bye.